The clutter factor is the single greatest marketing challenge anybody has. In 1992, the average consumer received 3,000 commercial messages per day. Anybody guess what it's up to now?
30,000.
30,000 commercial messages. You know you were on one of my sessions where I said that. So important decision makers receive even more. So if you go after consumers, that's, you're still dealing with enormous clutter. I worked with, as it was pointed out, I worked with the movie studios. And in my dealings with Sony, they were pointing out that the average movie would take, in 1995, something like 5 million, and you could get like 30% market recognition. And now, I just saw it, they're saying it's 30 million for the same market recognition. Why? We used to have 3 television stations. Now I have 300 or I don't even know. It's some unbelievable number, 500 maybe. So the world has just become a much busier place, and this has created an enormous challenge for all of you, because the first part of it is just trying to stand out in that clutter. It's just enormous. And I want to try and teach you this single most effective way for you to stand out in that clutter, and then we've got some great technology coming. So what this has done is it's tripled the cost of trying to get in front. And in fact, that data is now 3 or 4 years old. So it's probably more, because I mentioned to you, Sony said 5 million, now it's 30 million for the same exact, well, that's more than triple. That's 6-time increase. And it would be great if, in fact, you're spending 3 times more than you were a decade ago in order to get 3 times more the effectiveness. But what do you think has happened? Spending 3 times more or 6 times more and getting half the result that you used to get. Used to take 4 attempts to get in front of a buyer. Now it takes 8.4 attempts. So the bottom line is you're spending 3 times more to get half the result you used to get. So let's talk about strategy versus tactics. I've presented that information and literally had executives say to me, okay, well then we'll just have to have our guys try twice as hard or 3 times harder. And that's the tactical approach. And so some of you may be saying, well, okay, that's what I got to do. Then I'll just be more, try harder. The strategic approach is trying smarter. And so if I challenged you right now, and again, remember we talked about this, working on the business. If I challenge you right now, what could you do that on the very first try would be so intriguing that your prospects would go, what? What's that? You just totally capture their imagination or their attention, and they would want to know more. What can you offer? What approach could you take that would make your prospect want to know more right on the spot? Just stop them right cold in their tracks.